Hi guys, well this is the shocking video from America, from San Francisco to be precise, of a young man being killed with unbelievably excessive force. You know, I'm British, I don't normally make comments about America, but fuck this. I am finally pissed off enough to do this. What the fuck, American cops? Have you got any idea what the fuck you look like to people in other countries that don't have such criminal laws or gun laws like you? In Britain, all of those cops would be fired right about now. You wouldn't have jobs, you wouldn't have pensions, you would have fucking outrage in the streets. You deserve the death penalty, in my opinion. That's one bloke. You're what, 7 to 10 fucking police guys? And you take down a guy that's got maybe a knife? Oh, yeah, we know that he only had a knife because according to you, he had a blade which he was holding up in his arms and he was swinging around. That guy didn't resemble that threat. You were taking no chances. Yeah, fair enough. But you're a policeman. You're paid to make decisions, to take chances, to protect the citizens of a country. You might even have to protect a citizen from himself. You've got jails. You've got non-lethal weapons on your utility belt. I'm not anti-cop. I'm anti-cop when it comes to a situation like this, when that's the only fucking thing that you think you can do. Let's kill this unarmed black guy. Is it racism? I don't know. You know, racism is bandied around a lot in America, and I don't think this is a case of racism. Although I would struggle to see what they would do when it's a white guy, judging by videos of research that I have done on this subject already. Now, I'd just like to read you something which comes from my source is the Sydney Morning Herald. And I'd just like to read you their piece on it. As the Californian city of San Bernardino is grappling with the aftermath of a mass shooting this week, elsewhere in the state, a 26-year-old man found himself standing up against a wall as a group of police officers aimed their guns at him. Mario Woods, 26, was seen regularly around the neighborhood of Bayview in San Francisco. He had a criminal history, but one resident said he did not deserve the violent death that he was about to endure, and which a witness recorded on his mobile phone camera. He wasn't a big guy, definitely not a troublemaker, the resident Cedric Smith told the San Francisco Chronicle. You'd see him around drinking a beer or smoking a cigarette, but he walked real slow. I might have had a disability. He wasn't a threat to nobody. At 4:30 p.m. on Wednesday local time, just hours after two shooters had cut a deadly swarm for a Christmas party in San Bernardino, Mr. Woods was walking down Keith Street in Bayview when the police surrounded him with their weapons drawn. Mr. Woods, who reportedly had a previous conviction for gang involvement, was a suspect in an earlier stabbing on nearby 3rd Street. Sergeant Michael Andre Chack told the San Francisco Chronicle. When police officers approached him on the street, he was still carrying what appeared to be a 15 to 20 centimetre knife, the sergeant said. The final moments of Mr. Wood's life were captured by a man filming out of the window of a public bus on Keith Street. In the footage, which was posted on Instagram and which has since been widely circulated on social media, it is unclear whether Mr. Woods is armed with a knife. However, the footage shows Mr. Woods standing against the wall and gesturing to at least 6 officers who all have their guns pointed at him. The footage goes on to show Mr. Woods standing on a wall. My apologies. As Mr. Woods tries to walk down the path away from 4 officers but towards one officer who steps towards him, the camera turns away and at least 15 gunshots can be heard ringing out. Oh my god, a shocked female bus passenger can be heard yelling. Another video, which appears to show the same shooting but from a different angle, has been also shared widely on Twitter. The sergeant said Mr. Woods had refused to drop his knife and the officers had tried other tactics to disarm and arrest him. Like what? Sorry, I'm going to finish this first. He said the officers deployed a less lethal beanbag round and used pepper spray, but Mr. Woods did not drop his knife. He said Mr. Woods tried to walk away and an officer moved in front of him to prevent him from leaving, but Mr. Woods, apparently still armed, continued to walk towards the officer. At this point, fearing serious injury or death, officers fired their department-issued handguns at the suspects. The San Francisco Chronicle reported that Mr. Woods was convicted in 2010 of charges stemming from an armed robbery of a pool hall patron in San Francisco with a sentencing enhancement for using a firearm and participating in street gang, the Oakdale mob in Bayview Hunters Point. He was released from prison in September last year. Many people have reacted with outrage to the footage of Mr. Woods' killing. Public defender Jeff Adachi told San Francisco television station KQED that it did not look as if the officers were in imminent danger. I understand that officers are trained to kill, but if we are going to expect ordinary citizens to only shoot and kill people where they believe they are in danger of being killed themselves, we should hold police officers to a similar standard, he said. Continuing, based on what we see in this video, it does not look like the officer who fired the fatal shots was in immediate danger of being killed. The American Civil Liberties Union of Northern California released a statement calling for justice for Mario Woods. The organisation said the video does not appear to show the imminent danger or substantial risk of death or serious injury that would permit the use of firearms under SFPD policy. Mr. Smith, the resident who knew Mr. Woods, said he went to the scene of the shooting early on Thursday morning where he saw Mr. Woods' mother crying and looked at the bloodstain on the pavement where her son had died the night before. You almost made it home, Mario, Mr. Smith said he heard her say. Okay, so let's take another look at this video from a different angle, shall we?
He's got on the T-Star, they're shooting this. What the? Someone for this one guy, what the did he do? Dude, the kids were there. Dude, he didn't. What did he do? He's literally standing there. Dude, the kid is standing there and you shot him. The kid is standing there and you shot him. What did he do? Look at all of this. Look at this. What the for this one guy.
So here we go. We see the shooting from another angle and it looks like a fucking firing squad. You know, you didn't even offer him his last meal before shooting him. What gave you the right to become fucking executioner, judge, jury and executioner all rolled into one? How was he a threat? How was he a threat? There's 10 people standing there. What, somebody couldn't just keep him distracted while the other guy rugby tackled him? And you say you use pepper spray and non-lethal beanbags. Where was that? Why did you give up so quickly? He was walking away. You shot a guy like a fucking firing squad, like you're the fucking Nazis. Is that the image you're trying to portray? If it is, you're doing a very good job. You criticise other nations for being terrible at doing this, that and the other, yet you can't even see that your own country, you are the terrorists. And you want Donald Trump in the White House? Are you fucking idiots. I don't know if everybody out there wants Donald Trump in the White House, so I'm not painting you all with the same brush. But this shit has got to stop. It's not the first time. In England, we've just had a guy shot. The guy is now suspended from duty because he fired a shot. You know, he killed a man, and his life is turned upside down while the Independent Police Complaints Committee oversees the investigation. I can't look at a news document on the internet without hearing, oh, another guy's been shot in America, a black guy this, a black guy's been... I know I've not said this is about racism, but it really appears to be. Racism doesn't need to go just against a race, you know, it can go against a section of society that don't have a lot of future, and they need help. They don't need to be shot. They don't need their whole families destroyed by such a violent end. You're fighting a war on terrorism. Don't fucking fight the citizens that you are there to serve and protect. Sort it out, America. Please. I used to respect you as a nation a fuck of a lot. But now I really couldn't give two shits what happened to you. I have American friends. It sounds like, oh, I've got black friends. I have American friends. They don't... You see how emotional I am because of this? So I'm just going to stop my rant right there. But seriously, please, America, think before... Please, cops, police, wherever you are, think rationally. Think, oh, is this going to be... Is this how I want... Do I want this on my record? I was part of a nine-man firing squad to kill one dude with a suspected blade. Oh, yeah. Peace out. My love, prayers and support go out to the family and friends of Mario Woods. For what little it is, we in Britain, or a lot of us in Britain, support you. Salute you for your strength. Take care.